Hello YouTube, and welcome to my first video, which is a walkthrough of the adventure map Legends of Endor, which I'm in the progress of building at the moment. This will just be really a walkthrough of the Deathstar at the end, not the whole adventure map. Mainly because I've seen a few Death Stars around on YouTube, but they mainly seem to be the shell and not the actual interior. So hopefully I might be one of the first, correct me if I'm wrong, to do a complete Death Star. If you just look at the video, right, this is the build pit, which I have to admit I dug out with World Edit initially, and there's the Death Star. I created the exterior shell with World Edit too. That's the part of the adventure map. I won't give anything away as yet. And if I just leap off here and use my incredible flying abilities to scoot across into the actual first hangar bay. There are two hangars on the Death Star. This is the fighter gallery. We've got attack gallery over on this left hand side. Over on the right hand side we've got two other holes. One is the fighter base, and there we go with the bedrock plinths. That's when I used the Zeppelin mod. We could actually rest them on there so they didn't stick to the floor. That's the cargo bay down there, and it goes down 3 levels. And if we scoot out the door and around the side to the other hangar, I might have to cut the video. Give me a second. Here we go. Here's the other hangar. We have off the hangar we've got a large spaceship sort of repair facility with a little TIE fighter there. You can go in, a little crane and some workbenches with what I'm trying to convince everyone are drills. They're actually brewing stands, but I'm counting them as drills at the moment. Scoot back out here. Here's the main hangar. If I zoom through here, we should get to a troop embarkation facility. There we go. And this is the main sort of lift area. This is where everyone comes for the main lift, and this incredibly scary sort of drop, which goes all the way down and all the way up to the top, to the bottom of the actual Death Star through the centre. There we go. Look at that. I have to sort of fly. I can zoom up there and show you from the top. If you have vertigo, I'm sure you'll love this. Watch this. Whoa! Look at that. Luckily I'm in creative, so it has no effect whatsoever. If only that was real life. But there we go. Right, this is the bottom, level 0, right at the bottom of the Death Star. This is where they keep all the rubbish and waste and junk. I've tried to make it sort of the bottom areas of the industrial areas, the top of the admin, sort of like a flat, or what would be in reality here. I scoot up the main lift. It may look like stairs to you, but it is actually a lift, believe me. And find level 4, 3A. That's where I missed a level and had to rename it because I couldn't be bothered to rename the other 24 levels. Okay, here we go. Detention facility. I've tried to put in quite a few little items that are actually from the film. So this is the detention block. There we go. This is where Han Solo shoots up the microphone. There's the detention areas. We've got little cells which you can use the buttons to actually open up. Sounds lagging a bit there, but there we go. You can lock myself in. This is one of the missions, so I won't spoil anything here. There's a particularly frantic chap down there sprinting around. God bless his little soul. And this is where you can sort of leap through like doing the film. Okay, where are we now? Right, this is the computer core. There you go, it's quite tall. Runs the computer, obviously. I'll just leap down here. You can see the data hall. Here's the data halls. Little offices alongside the data halls. I've tried to include as many different bits and bobs as I can. And this is like the coolant for the data core. There's the big coolant pump. I cut down here. Here is the cooling towers. Quite a large cooling tank, full of water. My gravity generator, you can hear in the background, which I set off. I call it my lag generator because it generates more lag than gravity, to be honest. If we zoom across here, there's quite a few little switches and things like that which alter bits. In one of these control rooms here, if I just go inside here and flick this switch, there we go. Okay, run outside, and that should be emptying these big leap down here a second. You should see these empty quite well. There we go. Fantastic. Down they go. Okay, and that should stop at the bottom. There, with a bit of lag at the top. That should be gone. Excuse my slow computer. There we go. Excellent. This is not actually part of the mission. This is the cooling control. I've put in quite a lot of different rooms in here. Like I said before, this one's quite my favourite actually. I like this. Through the whole system, I put in a sort of a rail system. If I just grab one out of here, I'll be creative, aren't I? I can spawn one. Oh, I'll just grab it out of the trunk. Here we go. Oh, that reminds me. The bow and things like that in this texture pack are all converted to some fantastic, like phaser guns or whatever they're called, blasters. There we go. If I place this minecart down on this red track here, give it a good old shove, and then leap in before it scoops away without me, that should fling me around the track. And this goes through all the floors to the different main rooms of the Deathstar. Here we are. This is the gallery. Oh no, this is the hangar area that we came in on earlier. So that's one of the rooms on the track. Right, to the minecart. Give it a shove and jump in. Right, this is the tractor beam area. So this is where the tractor beam is controlled from. Here we've got the tractor beam control, and down here is the control room, or the control seat, with a fantastic view of a brick wall. But this is where you fire it from, and then we've got the generator behind you here. And I believe this is all attached to these red pipings which go to the power, and these actually glowstone which goes to this sort of big power conduit, which is where Obi-Wan Kenobi would have frequented in the film to come and turn off the tractor beam. So that's sort of a good one. There we go, Han Solo, I have rescued you. Switch. There we go. It's not for vertigo, this one. There's plenty of heights to get worried about and to teeter along. There's no jumping puzzles or anything at the moment, but there we go. There's tons of little sort of corridors and bits and bobs around here. I designed the interior by hand. There was no sort of messing around with World Edit on that. So there's plenty of tiny passages between floors and things like that to explore and to get stuck and lost in, which is my problem really. I just leap down here. This is the main fire conduit from the Deathstar beam. Let's quickly pop through here. There we go. And this is where the guys would have stood to shield their eyes, which seems sufficient apparently to protect your eyes from a planet-killing beam. This is the fire control. As you can see, like on this texture pack, the walls, some fantastic control sort of panel-based buttons and things. It looks quite good, I think. If you don't play it in this texture pack, it does look a bit funny because all this stone here is actually cobble, so it looks a bit overwhelming. One of the main problems with this map is the amount of stairwells and things and long corridors. You can get completely lost. Here we go. This is level 24. This is the top of the map. There's the control room. They're actually pistons. The screens. That's the security room. And if I come around here, because we're at the top of the map, this is where I decided the Emperor should reside, behind these purple Imperial doors. There we go. This is the Emperor's throne room. This is the very adequate Emperor's throne. Lovely weather. And this is a fantastic shaft to throw Mr. Emperor down into Darth Vader. And down there you can see the core burning away. That's that lava-y thing there in the centre. Whoop. Oh god. Luckily, oh god. Luckily I'm in creative, so let's just get back up again, shall we? Okay, via the core. There's the core, made of some wool, which used to catch fire with the lava, which is great. And these are the power conduits. You've got the green one, which goes up there, the red one that goes up there, and the yellow ones that pop through the wall. I'll quickly show you those. I'll just come over here and cut. Okay, down these stairs. There you go. This is where the yellow ones disappear to, into the engine stabilizers either side of the engine. There's two of these, slightly different, just so you can see which side of the blooming place you're on, otherwise you get completely lost as their lone landmarks. There we are, there it is, the power conduit. It's all very good. I spent ages thinking up all these names. There we go. Right, there we go, there's the Deathstar. That was only a sort of a fraction of the rooms actually in the Deathstar. If you want to have an explore, please download the map. If you want to do a bit more and try the actual whole adventure map with all the clues and bits and bobs, that's also in the download link. If you wanted to give me any feedback, that would also be much appreciated, because this is my first attempt at an adventure map. Any changes that you'd like to see in there, I could quickly tweak to make it a bit more exciting. So it's a work in progress. I also run a Minecraft server, survival multiplayer one with quite a few mods. So if you want to pop on there and have a chat with me, it's the IP is play.byte.org.uk, which is in the link as well. Okay, have fun. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.